There's not a lot of diving pools anymore, and so if you have a diving pool and it's in decent condition, usually the benefit of keeping the pool outweigh the con. We had already reviewed the differences between remodeling a pool and starting from scratch. At our Catalina project specifically, we decided to retain the original diving pool in the design aesthetic of the home. We did this for a few reasons. We are in Lower Arcadia. The cost and specifically the time associated with building a new pool has increased incrementally over the years, specifically the last two. And so it's harder and harder to be able to accomplish the feat of adding in a pool in a timely fashion. In addition to that, there's not a lot of diving pools anymore, and so if you have a diving pool and it's in decent condition, usually the benefit of keeping the pool outweigh the con. In this specific example, one of the challenges that we had was a more traditional pool that you would see in the 70s, what I consider like a jelly bean shape, a free-form curvature to the overall pool. Knowing that this was going to be the case and we were going to be building a more modern take on Scandinavian architecture, we knew that we'd have a lot of clean lines in the house and then we would have a fair amount of curvature in the overall aesthetic with the backyard. So given the benefits of keeping the pool, it created an odd juxtaposition of how we wanted the interior aesthetic and architecture to flow to the exterior spaces of the home. To accomplish this feat, we decided to really play up the curvature of the pool by doing a few key modifications around the pool. Originally in this area of the pool, it was truly an ode to the 70s and 60s, and it had a wraparound bench with a table and a metal umbrella that would provide shade so that you could be able to sit and eat snacks and or lunch in the pool. Since decades have passed, this is no longer a selling point or feature that's of pool design today. And so ultimately what we decided to do is create a Baja shelf, which would be more standard, helping to modernize the overall space, still keeping the depth associated with the diving pool, which will be unique and characteristic to the neighborhood because we just don't see very many diving pools. In addition to that, we wanted to continue the curvature of the pool to some of the exterior features that were integrated into the overall landscape design. And so a couple weeks ago, we went ahead and we flagged out what will eventually become our sunken-in fireplace entertaining space. This will create one of the most unique features in the backyard, but it also is a play on design that allows us to be able to actually continue the curvature and shape of the pool and extend that to the exterior feature of the fire pit as it wraps around and ties into the pool coping that will be a poured concrete finish, allowing for continuity within the backyard and really allowing for the two spaces to be pulled together. So after solving some of the design challenges associated with the pool, we also realized that this would bring some functionality to the space as well. As mentioned, you know, a lot of people like to entertain. Now you have an uncovered entertaining area. But the second piece that we've talked about over and over again is our retention basins that are required. And so by having this sunken fire pit, we actually are able to get some additional volume without having to basin out the rest of the yard. These two aspects came together perfectly to allow us to be able to not only achieve the design intent, but create a functional space that helped our architecture and civil engineering team meet the demands that are required by the city of Phoenix. It doesn't always happen this way, but when it does, it's pretty exciting, and we can't wait to be able to show you the final product when it comes to fruition in the next couple months. Thank you for following. Please subscribe below to continue following our Project Catalina and for more information on our additional homes. We'll talk to you soon.